All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's time. It's time to introduce one of my homeboys that I've had the pleasure of meeting face to face, shaking hands, sweat to sweat. You know what I'm saying? While this dude's doing his damn thing on the ones and twos, but he also be making them dope ass beats. It's none other than the man known as Devereaux. What's up, homie?
Yeah, bro. Whoop, whoop, family. Much love. Thank you guys for having me on, man. It's a fucking honor, dude.
Shit, man. Thanks for being on. That's what's up.
Hell yeah. Of course.
Yeah, it's our privilege, brother. It's our privilege, man. And I know you got 1,000 different things going on, man. You guys have always got that grind to the stone, always working, man. Coming up with it. That's the first question I got to get out the way. And I know it's one of the most important questions, but I got to get it out the way. Devereaux, how the hell you come up with these crazy ass dope beats, bro?
For real.
Oh man, really? It's been a grind, brother. Like I what I usually do is I sit down, and since I've been doing it for years, man, I'll just sit down on my laptop and I'll just start throwing melodies out in my program, you know, and whatever I think fits or whatever I think sounds good, I'll just end up rolling with that. And then after the fact, I'll just start adding my drums and stuff on top of that, or I'll chop a sample up and try to get a vibe doing that. And that's usually how I start out, you know, making a beat from scratch. Usually start out with the melodies for sure.
So that's cool, man. And like, where'd you learn that? Where'd you learn how to come up with like that style, just like by piecing it together?
Really, brother, it was all YouTube, bro. Like at the time,
wow.
Yeah, bro. What happened was I used to be
YouTube and passion.
Yeah, exactly it. Yes, sir. What happened was I used to be in bands when I was growing up, you know, in middle school and high school and shit. And no one ever really got their shit together, you know. There's always that one person that's very driven to kind of figure it out and has a vision for what it is that they want to do. And usually everybody else is kind of dragging ass, you know.
Yeah.
So what happened was I was kind of playing in bands and shit, and then it never really panned out for me. So I got online one day and I saw that you can make beats just using a laptop, you know, and that blew my mind, because then you're the one man band. You don't need to rely on anybody else to kind of make your passion a reality. So what I did was I just started being a student, paying attention to up and coming producers at the time as well, and kind of teaching myself how to make beats, man. And yeah, that's kind of how it all came about.
So around what year was that when you first started on the laptop?
I started making beats on my laptop probably around 2012, brother.
Damn. Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, well,
yeah.
Then you're mastering the shit out of everything, because you're getting down, bro.
Thank you, brother. Man. I think with every project comes progression, man. And like every time you hear something that finally comes out and everybody gets to hear it, it's just like, it's dope to see everybody, like, it resonates with people and people love it. And especially from the Juggalo audience that's so embracing of their artists and the people that create music for them. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, man, for real.
No,
so yeah. when you go in to make a beat, it's probably half and half, but do you go in with the mind state of, all right, I'm going to give this artist what I got, my style, and see what he does with it? Or do you kind of work with what the artist is like the type of music that artist works with?
It all depends, man. You know, usually what I like to do, I like to keep it very organic, man, you know. So what'll happen is, you know, Saturday morning I get up real early, and I just sit behind the laptop, and whatever vibe that comes out of me will determine who that beat goes to. You know what I'm saying? So usually the most organic thing I make is the stuff that Ouija raps on. You know what I'm saying? So like my bass creations is what Ouija loves to rap on. So it makes that connection even more organic. You know what I mean? I don't have to try to make a Ouija beat. That's just like what I like to do. You know what I'm saying? So usually I'll cook up and I'll come up with something, and it'll end up going to Ouija. There's some other homies too, you know what I'm saying? It all just depends. sometimes there's been times where Violent J's kind of hit me with concepts about songs that he wants to do, and I'll go ahead and mold the beat based on his idea. You know what I'm saying? Like the Game Over beat that I did on Fearless Fred Fury, that was like a Violent J like idea that I went ahead and kind of threw my own spin on, and it's kind of like a marrying of ideas. You know what I'm saying? Because at the like he gave me the premise, and I kind of came up with what it was, and that ended up being the song, man.
Holy shit.
Awesome.
Hell, that's fucking dope.
That's,
So it's a thing where, of course, the cook knows how to present that flavor and create that flavor, right? But then again, the artist knows, like, all right, I want this, I want that, but it ain't always, the mixture doesn't always work because he's not the cook, right?
Absolutely, man, and that's what's all about, kind of having your own, how do I say it, your own branding to things. You know, they come to me because they have a specific sound that they want and they have in mind. So it's kind of like a meet in the middle, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you keep your artistic integrity of what you do, and you're kind of also catering to what they do. It's like a true collaboration, you know what I'm saying?
And sometimes that's hard to deal with what you just said, to keep your artistic integrity. It's like, hey, man, you think this, you think that, but check this out. This is how it's really going to work, you know?
For sure.
And that goes around, like, not just, you know, making beats, you know, writing lyrics, fucking tattooing, painting, drawing, whatever the fuck you're doing.
Absolutely, for sure.
Hey, Devereaux, so where are you originally from, brother?
So I was born in Arizona, but yes, sir. I was born in Arizona, but I basically grew up in Florida.
Oh,
okay.
shit.
That's what's up.
That's a long ways.
It is.
yeah, it is. From no water to a bunch of water.
No shit, man.
Dry as fuck to humid.
Yeah, how the fuck did that happen?
My grandfather had some family that moved from Puerto Rico to Central Florida. You know what I'm saying? So my grandfather ended up, when he retired, he wanted to move down to Florida, and then me and my family all followed him. You know what I'm saying? Since we come from a Latino background, you know, family's important. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to be together and shit. So that's kind of how we ended up all in the swamps.
That's cool, man.
So you're Boricua?
Yeah, I never knew that.
Yeah, my grandfather's from Puerto Rico, and my parents are both they're from Central America.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. That's dope, man. Hell yeah.
Holy fuck,
yeah.
man.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. And then you just get in the melting pot. So you never went to school to make beats or anything like that? You just start watching stuff on YouTube and just, you know, what is it? Learn by the fire or whatever they call that?
Yeah,
baptism.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly it, bro. Just going, finding random YouTube tutorials, and since I played guitar and like bass and drums in the bands that I was playing previously, that kind of foundation helped me a lot to kind of understand like how things need to be arranged and shit. So that helped a lot. But for the most part, making beats, yeah, it was just all like YouTube tutorials and like finding out what works, what doesn't work, you know?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that
Hell
too,
yeah.
because I know you play the guitar and all that shit. And I was gonna ask you if you know like the drums and all that, so that must have helped out a lot.
For sure, man. Like I don't know, man. When I was coming up in the music scene, like it was very important to be like self-sufficient on like everything. You know what I'm saying? Like the class I came up in was like proficient in like recording, playing all your own instruments, handling your own production, doing your own videos. You know what I'm saying? Like very much so DIY from the ground up, like musically. You know what I'm? So when we came out of this shit, we were like very dialed in on everything we needed to do to make sure the music needed to sound the way it needed to und. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
Fuck yeah. That way you can deliver quality.
Yes, sir.
Now speaking of Ouija, was your first collaboration was when Ouija signed with the Psychopathic? Is that how y'all first met? You met before that.
Yeah, it was before that. Me and Shaggy the Airhead did production on an album him and his previous group had. We produced like I think maybe half of that album that they did. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, Ouija's a cool motherfucker, man. We're waiting to. He's so busy doing his thing right now, man, that we're trying to get him on the show. So we're waiting for that. But like I says, man, I mean, shit, that's then. This is now. We got the man on now, and I've heard the beats. I've heard them in the studio with the fellas when you send them 5 or 6 beats, man, and then they just start piecing it together, putting that puzzle together. You know what I mean? And that's why, I mean, I'm privileged to roll with the Clowns, man, because I've seen them in the studio, how hard they work, and the ear they have, man, especially Jay and Shaggy's they got a particular ear, and they were like, you know, I don't know, did you ever see that Twitch stream where they made a song in, like, what was it, guys, 20 minutes?
No, it was 45 minutes.
For 45 minutes. Yeah. From start to finish, they had to each do a song. Did you catch that Twitch?
I did, man. That was mind blowing, bro.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
Devereaux's like, it was a work.
Bro, I wish it was
pre-made. Everything was pre-made. I pre-made them motherfucking beats way before. It was all a work.
Yeah, man. No. That was crazy. They were sweating. They were sweating, bro. They were going at it because they both wanted to come hard, and they did, bro. I mean, I gave my boy props, man. Like I said, I'm honored to roll with them cats, man. Like I said, they're my boys. I'll do anything for them guys, man. And just they're so creative, man. It's unbelievable, man. And but the people that they work with, like I said, I've heard beats from Shaggy the Airhead. Mm-hmm. I've heard beats from we interviewed Straight, and then now we got Devereaux on the line. You know what I'm saying? Where'd you get that tagline with that chick? Devereaux. She sounds hot, man.
It's the original one is like a sample out of, like, I think it's out of a TV show or something. I pulled the sample out of it and I just cut the voice out, and that became the tag. But the latest one is a down ass juggalette that was like super down to do it, and I was like, fuck yeah, man, like just record your voice, say it's sexy, and that's what you end up hearing. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool, man. That's what's up.
So I got a question. For the people that don't know, what is the first track, and what are some of the tracks that you worked with Psychopathic?
Oh my God, man! I think the first one is Dead Body Man 3.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
I think it was like on a Hollow Wicked EP, I think, that dropped in 2017, I believe. And then I did some gathering singles too for ICP. It's a song called I Can't, and I think it's a Violent J solo track, and I think that might have been like 2018 or something. So it's got to be, I think Dead Body Man 3 was the first official like Psychopathic release, because that was insane.
Oh wow!
What did that feel like? Like once it dropped and once it was complete?
Oh my God, man, that's a fucking dream come true, brother. Like, you gotta understand, like, for me being like a juggalo, like growing up and shit, like kind of tying back to what Manny said, like I don't think I've ever seen footage of like ICP recording anything. So when I watched that back, and for it to be on a production I made, man, that's like a dream come true, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm incredibly honored to be blessed to be able to work with these dudes, man. And yeah, man. So like having like an official Psychopathic like record drop, and having like my name on it, and like my brother Ouija, you know what I'm saying? At that point, we had been working for a little bit too, so it was kind of a win for the whole team, and like kind of solidified what it is that we're doing, you know? Because at the time, like for me, like making beats and shit, like people didn't understand what I was doing, you know? I would kind of explain it to my parents, like, okay, this is what I'm doing, and they'd kind of like scratch their head, like, I don't get it, you know? So now that people kind of like see what it is that we're doing, it's just like super fresh to have moments like that, and like your first Psychopathic release and all these things happening. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just dope to kind of see your hard work pay off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how Manny would feel if he wrestled Bob Backlund.
definitely old school, man.
I bet, man.
No, that's the shit, man. That's fucking awesome to hear when people accomplish goals like that. Because life is fucked up, man, and it can make you feel like nothing can be possible, you know?
For sure. Absolutely.
So it's the shit to hear people, you know, live their dream out like that. I think that's badass, man. It's good for others to hear the same.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Because I don't know if you could say the same thing. Like, I'm assuming you could say, like, man, growing up, I never thought. Or
no way, man. These are like bucket list items. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you're just coming up, the world seems like such a big place. You know what I mean? So you never that these things are possible. You know, for sure.
You just got to move from Arizona to Florida. Goddammit. That shit going home. Get out of Arizona.
Get out of Arizona. Oh man, crazy. But check it out, man. I got another question. Who was the craziest person you worked with so far as far as an artist, to where you're just like, man, I want to hit this motherfucker, man. You got this person's really driving me up the wall, man. I mean, I'm trying my best, but it ain't clicking. Who is the craziest person you had a chance to work with so far?
Like in regards of like difficult wise?
Yeah, difficult wise.
Probably like commissions and stuff, you know. I think rappers that are starting out have kind of like a hard time verbalizing what it is that they want, you know.
Yeah.
So it's probably something like that, like an up and coming rapper trying to like vocalize what they want, and me kind of like not really understanding what they're saying, but usually it's just like, as long as you keep open communication, man, you can usually work it out and kind of like figure out what it is that they need, you know.
Yeah, because I seen that with Straight told me the same thing, man. It's just like, you know, you got these guys that come in and they're expecting one thing, and you're like, well, wait a minute, man. I'm engineering you right now, man. I'm not making a whole song for you. You know, you were supposed to do that yourself. You know what I mean? And then he's like, I can help you, man, but you know, just like, okay, let's start from the beginning. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So now, so far, so with that being said, now that leads me to the next question. Who are you looking forward to working with, bro?
Wow. I think some other bucket list artists I want to work with would definitely be Waka Flocka. That was like a huge, being from the South and kind of coming up when like that style of trap music was becoming like a wave, you know.
Yeah.
Waka Flocka was huge for me, man. Like for me, like he was able to like fuse, like, since I came from like the metal and hard rock scene, I understand what he was doing, you know. To me, it wasn't dumb. To me, it was like an expression, you know.
Yeah.
Him screaming on the mic and getting everybody like hyped and shit was like, oh, that's a rock frontman. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a rock star.
Exactly. Yeah. So what happened was, like, a lot of the times, like back in the day, like people would want to hear more lyricism and shit, and they wanted to, you know, and that's cool, man. I respect that, and I love that shit too, man. But for me, like, what resonated with me, like, when I hear music, bro, I want the hairs on my arms to stand up, you know? So, like, he did that for me, you know what I'm saying? So Waka Flocka would be, like, huge for me, you know? Do some more shit with DJ Paul, man. That's another dude that's just, like, a pioneer, like, production-wise and, like, rapper-wise, and everything that he's done with 3-6 Mafia. You know, I'm a huge 3-6 Mafia fan. So those two guys are, like, really, like, I hold high on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. And they're personable guys, man. I mean, I got a chance to meet Waka Flocka at the gathering that he was at, and I want to say that was Oklahoma, wasn't it? Where I believe, so it was backstage, and the dude's tall, man. The dude's tall. I'm 6'2". And I mean, I swear to God, dude, this dude was built like a wide receiver. I mean, he big arms and everything. I was like, damn, bro. And he was about 6. To me, he had to be at least 6'5".
Wow.
You know, easily. But I mean, he tore it up. He ripped it. You know what I'm saying? And then like I said,
it wasn't Waka Flocka. That was Flow Rider.
that wasn't Flow Rider, boo. See, Cal, that's not the guy. That's not the guy you got a big poster of above your bedroom,
right
on your bedroom wall.
Life size. Life size poster.
So yeah, man, and then of course, you know what I'm saying. When they did the video that I was blessed to be in, man, 8 Ways to Die, and that's when I met DJ Paul for the first time, man, and he was cool as shit, man. Like it was awesome, man. Like it was really down to earth, really humble, man. Real cool, man. So it was an honor. I was just like, you know, I told my cousin, man, because he's not really down with the hatchet or whatever, and I respect that. But when I told him who I met, and he was just like, "You met DJ Paul?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro." He's like, "Holy shit, man! I love 3 6 Mafia." Yeah. I said, "Well, you know the Clowns got an album with them fools," and he was like, "I never knew that." And I was like, "Yeah, man." It was crazy, man. It just stuff people just, you know, they stay in their zone and they wear their blinders,
right?
And they don't really understand, you know what I mean? That people are working with all kinds of other people, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I got to see him live and also meet him at an ICP show as well.
Yeah, me too.
It's awesome.
In Denver. He was badass, man.
But speaking on 3 6, bro, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to start no beef or nothing. You know what I mean?
Uh-oh.
I'm not trying to talk
shit. Damn.
But this is a question for you. All right.
Yeah.
Did you see my boy Busy Bone tear him apart?
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. At the verses,
That sounds
dude,
like
Busy Bone killed it. Huh?
That sounds like you're starting some heat.
No.
I know, bro.
No, my respect.
You're saying Bone Thugs won that?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that, bro.
Man.
I think Busy had some heat. He brought the fire.
That's all they
but
needed.
I don't think they. But I don't think they won it just off of him.
No, not
you know what I'm
easy.
saying?
It wasn't an easy win, but I gotta say split decision. Come on.
Okay, maybe a draw.
Okay,
I'll meet you in the middle there. Yeah.
There you go.
Because I mean, of course they were even, but I'm just such a big Busy Bone fan.
Depends on the judges.
Yeah.
It depends. You know what? Let's make the judges right now. We got Ash, Devereaux, and Alcatraz.
Fuck that. You know who they're gonna
choose.
That's some bullshit.
No, that's what we chose on a draw. We went all even on a draw.
Okay, I'll agree with you guys.
Look,
fuck it, it's a draw.
With me, and they could be biased, I go with Bone. Right. Nothing against 3 6, love them to death, but I go with Bone Thugs, man. I grew up on that.
Yeah, that's my thing too.
I grew up on
that,
bullshit, but you know, I go with Bone Thugs.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Devereaux, man. My bad. I didn't even explain the guys, man. You got KFT kicking it in Colorado, and then you got my boy Ash is representing Oklahoma right now, man. Whoa. So we got Then I got me in Michigan, so we holding the Midwest down, brother.
Hell yeah! How did you guys start with the podcast, man? What's the story behind that?
Oh shit, man. I've always wanted to do podcasts since like 2010, but it wasn't even called podcast. But I just figured like, fuck that. Nobody wants to listen to this shit. And eventually in 2020, I just started it, and I had met Manny at the Gathering 17, right, Manny?
Yep.
Yeah, and
in Oklahoma.
And then I started just doing little interviews, and I was like, oh shit, let me hit up Manny. Then we had Manny on like twice, and then finally, I was like, fuck it, man, you should be part of it. And he's like, fuck yeah, let's do this thing. And we've been doing it since, you know.
No.
Trying to make it work.
At first he was like, I don't like you fools. I'm only doing this for the promotion. You vatos need to back the fuck off me and just leave me the fuck alone. Nah,
oh, shit. No, but,
I didn't say that, brother.
And we're like, but we love you, Manny. Please.
Alcatraz. But no, man. So no, it and that's just how it clicked, man. And then we were blessed, man, and we start interviewing. We've had MMA fighters, bro. We've had musicians. Shaggy's been on. We've had a couple engineers. We've had Straight. We've had Clay. We've had man. I mean, you name it. We've had Hex. Hex was just recently on, and
that's so fresh, man.
Yeah, man. He just hit me up recently, man, because I shared. You know how on Instagram you can share music, right. And one of his songs came up off of the new album, and so I shared it. And he was like, "Oh man, thanks OG for sharing my music, man, for listening to it." I said, "Hell yeah, bro." I says, "You don't even understand, man." I says, you got a lot more people that are just more than Juggalos listening to it now from the Talks Hit." And he was like, "That's what's up, man. Thank you so much, bro." And he's like, I'm a tear it up at the gathering. So speaking of the gathering, what's going on with you in the gathering?
I'm definitely gonna be in effect, man. I'm supporting all my homies and shit.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. We went. We were honored and fucking blessed to be able to DJ last year and shit. Nice. But fucking this year we're definitely gonna be in effect, man. That's what I'm gonna say for sure.
Oh, so that's what's up.
How many gatherings have you done?
Last year was my first one, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Dope. Yeah. Yep. Dove right into that thing, man. Fucking, it was my first time performing at a gathering and my first time actually being at one.
Oh wow, it's crazy, right?
What? You know what? I got a question for you, man. What did you think from a fan's point of view, and also what would you think from somebody who just went to this festival? Like, what would you tell someone if they asked you?
It's beautiful, man. I think the gathering is something you just got to be at and be present for and like be there and actually understand what it is, you know, because there's only so much someone can tell you about it verbally. But once I walked on the grounds and kind of saw the energy that everybody had and how inclusive everything is and how beautiful it is to see all these different people that you see on the internet in real life and all these different people that you see that make major impacts all throughout the year, you know, because you're here, right? But everybody's scattered all over the country, you know. So this is this one event where everybody is at the same place at the same time, man. And having that positive energy all at once is beautiful, man. If anything, if you're not a fan, cool. But just to see that camaraderie amongst everybody for a couple days out of the year was impactful, man. That shit was crazy, bro, to see that. And then once I walked it and like and saw all the acts and saw how beautiful everything was, man, I understood it fully, man. If you've never been to a gathering, go to a gathering, man, because it's life-changing shit, if you ask me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
man,
definitely.
That's hyping the fuck out of me, because I've never been to one, and I've been Juggalos since I was like 13 years old, man, and this year's going to be my first one. I cannot fucking wait to be there.
And speaking of that, bro, check it out, Devereaux. We got a contest that we're running, and we got one more week left for people to submit it. What they got to do is, since we got a lot of people that love wrestling, and they love the character Alcatraz, they love me when I wrestled on JC Dub. So what we did was we came up to win a free ticket to the Gathering of the Juggalos this year, 2022, and all they got to do is they got to do a wrestling promo against me in a dream match at JC Dub, because you know it's not really going to happen because of my back and everything,
right?
But it's a dream match interview, so they got to do a promo. And we've had a handful come in, man, and they're good, bro. So it's crazy, man, to see these fans being a part of it, and they gotta like and subscribe, and then they send it in to the what's the email again, Ash?
It's talks hit, but all right, so it's talk.s.hit.pd at Gmail. I know it's long, but it'll be in the description. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be in the description. Yep. And then, so anybody you know, man, that's looking for a free ticket, tell them they still got a chance to win one. All they got to do is do a promo, and it's only got to be, man, we from like 30 seconds to a minute. You know what I mean? And it's just got to be a promo against Alcatraz about, you know, fighting me at the gathering this year, and what they're gonna do or what they can do or whatever, man. So we're trying to make it fun, man. We're trying to bless our listeners with a free ticket, man, and then you'll be able to see fucking Talk Shit. The boys will be in the house. Devereaux's gonna be in the fucking house. Everybody's gonna be in the house, man. The clowns, Palcast, everybody, man. It's gonna be a fucking blast this year, brother.
Absolutely. And that could be audio or video. It doesn't matter.
Yup. Audio or
whatever
video.
You're comfortable with, send it.
That's awesome, man. So yeah, man. You know anybody looking for a ticket? Just be like, hey, this is all you got to do, bro. Watch some old wrestling and do a promo like they do in wrestling. You know what I'm saying? We've had a couple good ones, man. But I know our time is short, bro. I want to thank you again, man. I know I use this word a lot, but it's truly been an honor, bro. I appreciate you blessing us with your time. I know how busy you are, everything you got going on and stuff. And thank you so much for giving us your time. And we really look forward to seeing you at the gathering this year, brother.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, for sure. Just to let everybody know, man, we got the fucking the Stalewind pre-orders are up right now. Ouija Max, the final element. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, please go leave a 5-star rating on iTunes and shit.
Definitely.
We got my artist coming out. Darby O'Trill just dropped his record Gully. That's available for purchase and on all streaming websites as well. You can check that shit out, man. But yeah, man, that's just keep working, man. We're already working towards next year and shit, and I'm super excited to see you guys next year, man. It's been an honor to be here with you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, real quick, I forgot. What if somebody's interested in trying to get a hold of you for some music, for some beats and stuff? How do they go?
If anybody's interested in copying music, beats, anything like that, DM me personally on my Instagram. My Instagram is at Devereaux, DEVEREAUXX. You know what I'm saying? If you DM me there, I can link you up with the management that's going to be able to give you pricing and lead times and everything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? We'll hook it up and we'll get you sounding right, man.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah. Shit, I might even try to get a beat. I might try rapping.
It's my theme song.
Exactly.
Theme song.
But all right, brother. Thank you so much, Devereaux. And go ahead, Ash.
All right, man. Well, give a thumbs up if you know what's up, and give a thumbs down if you're down. Peace.
Talk hit is a shit.